Welcome back to Clean Tech Talk. Today we're taking a deep dive into something really quite revolutionary, actually. It's transforming vehicle workshops and restoration. Automotive dry ice blasting. Now imagine needing to clean, say, decades of grime off a really delicate engine, or maybe restore a vintage interior, without a single drop of water, no harsh chemicals. Our mission today is to figure out how this technology does that, achieves these remarkable results, and why it's becoming, well, almost indispensable. Okay, so let's unpack this. We're talking CO2 pellets here, solid carbon dioxide, not sand, not water. What makes this method such a game changer compared to the traditional ways of cleaning, especially for our listeners who follow these cutting-edge techniques?
Yeah, it's fascinating. The real genius, what makes it so unique, it's really down to the physics. You have these super cold CO2 pellets, right? Basically tiny bits of dry ice. When they hit a surface, two things happen almost at the same time. First, you get this thermal shock. The extreme cold makes the dirt, the contaminant shrink and get brittle, makes it much easier to dislodge. Ah, okay. The cold itself helps break it up.
Exactly. And second, and this is absolutely crucial for that residue-free claim, the CO2 doesn't melt like water ice. It sublimates.
Sublimates.
Yeah, it turns directly from a solid into a gas the moment it hits the warmer surface. That rapid expansion, going from solid to gas almost instantly, creates this kind of micro-explosion effect. It gently lifts the loosened grime right off.
Wow.
So that means zero moisture left behind, zero chemical runoff, and really no secondary waste stream to clean up afterwards.
Yeah.
It fundamentally changes the workflow, and the environmental side too.
That sublimation, that's the key then. So it's not just residue-free, like less mess. It's literally an absence of new waste from the cleaning agent itself. That sounds, frankly, incredible for delicate stuff. Vehicle electronics, wiring looms.
Precisely.
Or like you touched on, vintage restoration. Preserving original components is everything there.
Absolutely sacred, yeah.
But, okay, beyond just being gentle, how does this translate into, say, practical advantages? Does it actually save time for busy workshops? Oh, definitely. Because there's no moisture, no chemical residue, you completely eliminate post-cleaning steps. Think about it. Normally, you'd wash something, maybe degrease it, rinse it, and then spend ages drying it properly, trying to prevent rust or short circuits.
Right. The drying time, always a factor.
With dry ice, once the blasting is done, the surface is clean and it's dry instantly. That massively streamlines things. And the versatility is pretty impressive. We're seeing it used very effectively in engine compartments.
Okay.
Removing tough oil, grease, even that baked-on carbon without damaging sensitive wiring, sensors, plastics.
That's a big one. No risk to the electronics.
Exactly. And for bodywork, it's so precise. You can remove old varnish or paint, literally layer by layer if needed. Prepares a perfect surface for repainting without abrasion.
Layer by layer. Wow.
Yeah. And then interiors, too. It tackles stubborn dirt, stains on dashboards, carpets, upholstery, all while keeping that original look and feel. It doesn't degrade the material like some chemicals can.
Okay, so it's efficient, it's versatile, sounds incredibly precise, too. But, for our listeners maybe weighing options, why choose this over, say, traditional sandblasting for rust? Or maybe aggressive chemical cleaning for really heavy grease? Are there downsides? Or specific times where it just blows everything else away?
That's a fair question. Look, sandblasting is powerful for removing bulk material, like heavy rust, right? But it's highly abrasive. It will damage delicate surfaces, thin metal, plastics. It profiles the surface.
But it etches the material.
Yeah. And chemical cleaning, well, it works, but you're introducing potentially corrosive agents, and then you have the hazardous waste disposal issue. Dry ice blasting really shines where precision and non-abrasive cleaning are critical. That's its sweet spot. Plus, it's remarkably eco-friendly. It generally uses recycled CO2 captured from other industrial processes, so you're not really adding new CO2 to the atmosphere overall, and you avoid all the water waste and chemical hazards.
That's a significant environmental plus.
Huge. So for high-end cars, classic cars, vintage vehicles, where avoiding any damage to irreplaceable parts is absolutely non-negotiable.
Yeah.
Or even on modern cars packed with complex electronics that just cannot tolerate moisture. Dry ice is, well, it's virtually unrivaled in those cases. The main things to consider, usually the initial investment in the equipment can be higher, and you need proper ventilation because, the CO2 gas displaces oxygen in closed spaces. Safety first.
Okay, that makes perfect sense. The investment pays off in the quality of the result, the component safety, and that sustainability angle. So thinking bigger picture then, what does this all mean for you, the listener, and the future of car care? It really sounds like it's fundamentally shifting expectations of what a clean car part even means.
It absolutely is. Automotive dry ice blasting isn't just another cleaning tool in the box. It's more like a strategic upgrade. Any workshop looking to enhance their services, offer better protection for delicate, expensive components, and achieve those superior, truly residue-free results.
Hmm.
They're looking at this. And doing it with a cleaner environmental conscience, too. It sort of raises an important question for the industry, doesn't it? In a field that's always looking for the next innovation, how is this technology going to keep redefining not just cleaning, but the actual standards of vehicle maintenance and restoration, especially as cars get even more complex?
That's a great question to ponder as tech evolves further. Really fascinating stuff. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive today. And hey, as a special thank you to our listeners, you can now enjoy 10% off your next purchase at Aolith. Just use the promo code AOLIF2025 at checkout. That's AIOLITH 2025. Don't miss out.